Hello all, welcome to video 2 of generative AI playlist. Okay, so in this playlist we are going to understand what is langchain. Okay, this playlist name is generative AI using langchain, so it is very important to understand what is langchain first, right? And then we will move to, I think, next topics. Okay, so before we understand about langchain, I wanted to give a brief introduction about the LLM models, right, that are available. Okay, so let's get started quickly without wasting time. So we have, let's say, I'll just explain you through the diagram. The all generative AI, okay, foundation models, generative AI foundation models. Okay, so all generative AI foundation models are divided into, I would say, it has two sides. Okay, the first side is uh, builder side. Okay, builder side, and second side is user side. Okay, I'll just put it here. Okay, user side. Okay, from the name it is clear that builder side, that means it is building generative AI, right? So let me just put it the arrow here. The first side of generative AI foundation models is builder side, and second side is user side. Okay, second side is user side. Okay, now basically, on the builder side, the generative, I think, Gen AI experts or LLM experts, right? They create and train AI models from scratch, right? So builder side needs, like, I would say, let's say, I will write train and build, I would say, LLM models from scratch, right? In this side, the models are built from scratch. Okay, uh, I don't know if I can increase the text size here, but that is fine. Okay, this is where on builder side LLM models are built from scratch, and on user side the already built model are used to create the applications, right? So already built models are used to create the used to create the um, applications, right? And those applications are like chatbot, okay, apps or tools, or you must have here drag applications, right? So this is how user side we use it. Okay, now to build LLM model, it needs basically um, amount of skill set. Okay, so let me just put it here in the notes. Generative AI foundation models, right? So first side is builder side, where uh, training and LLM models from scratch is done. Okay, and second side is user side. Okay, user side. Okay, where the already built models are used to create the applications. Okay, applications like, let's say, chatbots. Okay, or rag applications. What is rag and all these things we will see in, I mean, ahead in the playlist, right? But these are on high level. I would say the two parts of Gen AI foundation models. Okay, now these two parts, the analogy is very similar to, let's say, the mobile phone, right? So if we think of the builder side, okay, builder side is the company that is designing and manufacturing the phone. Okay, they build the hardware of the phone, they create the software, they test everything. Okay, and the user side is we users, right? We buy the phone and use all the features. Okay, so we use all the features. Okay, in the phone we use to make it calls, use applications, take photos, and do whatever work we want to do, right? In the same way, builder side, companies create and train powerful AI models. Okay, so on builder side, it needs good technical expertise, right? It needs good technical expertise. I would say good amount of investment, huge, let's say huge, right? Investment, huge compute, right? To train such a big AI model, right? Huge data, right? Almost entire internet data. Okay. And on user side, it is like um it also need technical expertise, but not of the level what is needed to at builder side. Okay, huge investment was needed earlier, but now through Langchain it has got reduced, right? Compute, no, it is not needing huge compute. I mean, user side is not needing huge compute. And data, you can supply your data or you can use whatever data that is used to train the model, right? These are two sides of, uh, I would say, generative AI foundation models. Okay. Now, what is Lang? So, this is on high level about the foundation models. Okay. Now, LangChain helps in using user side of LLM, right? LangChain helps in working with user side of LLMs, right? Large language models or foundation models. Okay. Now, generally, what happens in the foundation model? Okay, the steps that are followed on high level. Let's say this is the foundation model that is getting built. Okay, foundation model. Okay, now uh, this foundation model is trained in the start. Okay, so to train the foundation model, let's say training. Okay, to train the foundation model, second, right? Yes. So foundation model is getting trained. Now to train the foundation model, huge amount of data is supplied. Okay. So that training data may be in the form of texts, maybe in the form of images, maybe in the form of speeches, right? Structured data, anything, right? So this training is builder side, right? This training is builder side, right? We can call it builder side. Okay, so in builder side they train the foundation model. We are just looking at high level how foundation model is trained. Okay, and then this already trained foundation model is used, okay, for making any application. Let's say user side, for example, right? So there are many aspects of user side. Okay, okay, it's not this way. Okay, oh sorry, right? It is not this way. This foundation model is used. Okay, so on user side there are multiple things you can uh, create question answering system using this LLM model. You can perform sentiment analysis, right? You can do information extraction. I mean, if any information you want to extract, right, we do it using generally using chat gpt and copilot, right? So these are basically the foundation models that are trained, and on user side we are using to extract information, right? So basically to train the foundation model it needs huge amount of data. Training part we call it a builder side, and using part we call it a user side. Okay, fine. Now we have already seen langchain helps in working with user side of LLM. Okay, now what is langchain? Langchain is open source tool. Okay, it is open source tool that helps, okay, in building applications using AI models, right? The models that are already built, right? So we are working on user side. Okay, langchain langchain makes it easy to connect AI model connect AI model with the things like files, okay, databases, okay, and other tools. Okay, so some connectivity is needed. For example, if you have heard about RAG applications, right? So in RAG applications, what we do, we supply our data. Okay, our data, as in, for example, to let's say co-pilot, you are asking a question, who is the prime minister of India, or what is the, let's say, capital of India, it will give you the answer. But if you ask the questions about your private data, right? Private, let's say organization data. Let's say I'm part of organization A. And if I ask it what are the policies of organization A, it will not be aware, because this is not the data which is available on the internet, right? So if you want to work with your private data, you can supply your data to the LLM model. I mean, not supply, you can use LLM model to get the information from your data, right? And on high level, that is called RAG application. So to make all these connectivities, let's say we need files, okay, we supply data to in RAG application, okay. Databases are used to, let's say, store the data, okay, in case of embeddings, right? um, and to connect with any other tool. So langchain makes it easy. It has all the connectors and wrappers built, okay. So it is that framework which helps to work, I mean, build applications that can be chatbot, question answering system, or anything, right? Using already built AI models that are available in LLMs. Okay, LangChain basically LangChain gives ready-made, I would say, flows. Okay, so we don't have to build everything from scratch, right? So it gives ready-made flow and I mean prevents user from building everything from scratch. Okay, we don't need to build everything from scratch. Many flows are already available in langchain. Okay, so um, langchain can be used in Python and JavaScript. We will be using it with Python. Okay, langchain can be used with Python, okay, and JavaScript. Right, we'll be using that with Python. Now, LangChain, basically LangChain provides, okay, modular modular components and end-to-end and end-to-end tools that helps developers to build complex AI applications. Okay, complex AI applications such as chatbots, right? It is very famous example. Okay, question answering system, as I said. Okay, Q&A systems. Okay, and RAG applications, right? RAG applications, I told you on high level what is that. We are going to learn that in depth. Okay, so this is LangChain. It is kind of a wrapper, a kind of a framework which makes our life easy, connect with LLMs or to connect external data with LLMs and to use all the features of that particular LLM model. Okay, now we will see core features of LangChain. Okay, let's say, uh, let me put it here. Core features, for example, right? I'll just first tell you what are those, okay, and then we will learn them in details. Okay, core features of LangChain. Core features of LangChain. Okay, so the very first feature is uh, it supports all major LLMs. Okay, that's the very first feature. Sorry. Okay, the next one is uh, it makes building AI applications using chains. Okay, so let's say chains feature. What is that? We'll see. Okay, easy integration with tools and cloud services. Okay, so let me put it here. Let's say easy integration. Okay, easy integration. Okay, the next feature of langchain is it is open source and free, right? That's a very important feature. Okay, open source and free, right? And the next feature, there are many feature, I'm just mentioning what are I mean very important. Okay, and used generally, right? supports almost, I mean, all major Gen AI use cases, right? Langchain supports all major Gen AI use cases, right? That's why it is currently kind of very famous. Okay, so that is here, right? That's fine. These arrows, you can, I mean, like we can connect it. That is fine. Okay, yeah. Let me connect all the arrows. You will get a diagrammatic view of it. Okay, these are 5 features on high level of LangChain. Okay, okay. Now let's learn those in details. Features of LangChain. Features of LangChain. Okay. Now, first feature, what we have seen, the very first feature supports all major LLMs. Supports all major LLMs. Okay. So basically, LangChain works with all, I mean, almost all popular LLMs. Okay. Works with all popular LLMs. Okay, we can use all popular LLMs using LangChain. Okay, whether they are open source or closed source. Okay, so they can be open source, that means free, right? Or closed source or paid. We can call it closed source or paid, for example, right? We'll see about paid LLMs and open source LLMs, everything, right? So we don't have to worry about the type of model, right? LangChain already provides built-in integration. Okay, so built-in integration for all major LLMs, almost all the major LLMs. It provides built-in integration, right? That means switching between different AI models is very easy with changing small part of code, right? Let's say switching to different LLMs is very easy with smaller code, smaller code changes, and I'll show you, right? When we will learn about the, I mean, when we will go to the coding parts, it is very easy, very simple code changes. I mean, couple of lines code changes, and you can start using different LLM, right? Different AI model. Okay. Now, next thing, next feature, it makes building AI application easy using chains, right? So from chains, you will be able to understand. It connects multiple steps together. Connects the steps together. It is like uh, creating a pipeline, right? You will create multiple, let's say, components. Okay, so you have, let's say, one component for reading the data. Okay, then you have another component, let's say, sending the data to AI model, right? Let's say I'm reading the data from my notes. These are the notes. These I'm reading, right? I'm sending this to AI model. Okay. Now to AI model, I'm asking the question. Let's say, what are the features of LangChain? Okay, you give me all the details from this document, whatever document I'm supplying you, right? So LLM, let's say LLM processing, right, is the next step. Okay, and last step is like sending final answer. Okay, sending the answer, right? So all these steps can be combined together using the feature of LLMs called as chains. Okay, and it is very powerful feature using which we can build very complex AI application in clean and structured way. Right, you don't have to build, I would say, complicated code to build an AI, build the chatbot or build a RAG application. It can be very structured and clean code. Okay, the third feature is easy integration with tools and cloud services, right? So GenAI provides, I mean, LangChain provides ready-made wrappers to connect with many tools. Okay, ready-made wrappers to connect with many tools. Tools, as in, let's say, you have to connect with some databases, for example. okay, or files that can be PDFs, text, or anything, right? PDFs and text, okay. uh, you can connect to any cloud platform, okay, cloud platforms, okay. And you can connect, I mean, connect to using APIs, connect to external websites, right, easily using langchain, okay. So because of this, because all these wrappers, this integration with many tools and cloud services are already available, we don't need to write everything from scratch. Langchain handles the connections things for us, okay. So that has made it very easy to work with, I mean, work on user side of LLMs, okay. The fourth feature, langchain is open source, okay, free and actively improving, okay. It is not that it is open source, so you know, uh, it is not getting updated, it is not the thing, it is actively getting improved, right. So basically all the major updates, right, new features, whatever bug fixes, okay. I think in the 2025, in the start of 2025, I started using some point 3 version of langchain, and in the end I have seen it has got version 1.0, right. So it is getting updated very fastly, right. New features, bug fixes are and improvements are getting added regularly, okay. This makes langchain, I mean, reliable and ready for future use, okay. So that is very important feature of langchain. And the fifth feature is supports all major GenAI use cases, right? LangChain supports all the major GenAI use cases. So that can be, let's say, chatbots creation, okay? That can be Q&A system, right? Q&A system, right? Then, let's say, search document search, as in the example I gave you. I have supplied this document. Let's say this is the document I want to search, okay. I'm using LLM to search this document, right. So you can provide your documents and ask LLM to give you an answer based on whatever data present in this document, right. Then AI agents, a very famous use case, right, along with chatbot Q&A systems. AI agents, okay. So AI agents basically, let's say you are using some chatbot, right, let's say any plane booking application, right, flight booking. So you might ask that application, right, what are the uh, flights available for, let's say, 29th of January, right. It will give you all the list and the prices, okay. Now you will ask it to, let me, like, book so and so flight, okay. So it will go and book the flight for you. So that is an AI agent on high level, right. So because of these features, okay, langchain is a one-stop framework. LangChain is one-stop framework for GenAI application. For GenAI applications, right? So these are all the details about LangChain. Okay. Um, let's recap what we have learned. We have learned about the two sides of foundation models. One is builder side, another is user side. Okay. Then we have seen langchain will help in working with user side of LLMs, okay. And then to build any foundation model, the use builder side of it, it needs the development and training the model with huge amount of data, okay. And on user side we can use it to, I would say, build many applications, chatbot, Q&A system, document search, AI agent, anything, okay. And then we have seen core features of langchain where it supports all major LLMs, okay. Because of that, we have huge variety of LLMs available to use, okay. It might possible that LLM one is suppose, let's say I want some question answering system, okay. I have 3 4 LLMs in my list which I am trying to use, okay. I tried LLM 1, LLM 2, LLM 3, and LLM 4. I can see I'm getting best results using LLM 3, right? So switching from one model to another model is very easy with very few lines of code change, right? Then chains, we have seen we can build, let's say, a pipeline, right? You all know, I think pipelines we build in data engineering applications. We connect multiple modules together, multiple parts together, and we build a workflow, right? It is same in LLM. It is same in LangChain. This feature is provided by LangChain. Then easy integration. LangChain integrates very easily with, let's say, many tools. You can supply documents, you can supply PDFs, connects with cloud platforms also. When we will learn in future, right, we will try to learn it on Databricks. Okay, I mean Databricks, LangChain. Okay, then it is open source, free, and actively, developed, right? And LangChain supports all major generative AI use cases, right? These are the core features of LangChain. Fine. I think that's all. I wanted to give you a brief understanding on what is LangChain. Okay. I think in Databricks also, in Databricks playlist, we are trying to understand how easy Databricks has made it to work with data engineering use cases. In the same way, LangChain is there for generative AI use cases, right? Fine. That's all for this video. I hope you are liking it. If this is useful, do like, share, subscribe, and comment, right? If you have any feedback and suggestions, do let me know. The first few sessions are going to be, I would say, uh, theoretical, because it is important to clear the concepts. I think in Databricks part we have almost completed now theoretical part, and we are going to the practicals. Langchain also, first few videos will be theoretical, but then we will switch to practicals. Okay, and it will be fun. But before that, it is important to clear all these concepts. Okay, fine. That's all. If you have any suggestions or feedback, do let me know on the video itself, or you can post it on LinkedIn also. You can message me on LinkedIn as well, right? Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.